Welcome back. I'm Alex Hazard. Before the break, I learned to figure skate and heard of some wonderful accomplishments of coaches and skaters right here in our community. For that segment, you can go to our website, which is informnny.com. Now it's time to hit those North Country trails with snowmobiles in Tug Hill. I'm here now at the West Wind Motel, and I can't wait to give you all the full Tug Hill experience. The Tug Hill Plateau is one of nature's greatest and snowiest regions of the state. The Turin area has the earliest and heaviest snowfall, averaging up to 300 inches or 25 feet throughout the year. And the West Wind Motel and Townhouses, nestled at the base of the plateau, are the perfect place to start.
Good afternoon, welcome to West Wind.
When you walk in the door, you'll be greeted with Nicole's smiling face. She and her husband Tim bought the place about 4 years ago.
And sure enough, 4 years ago, I'm coming down the trail right across the street, and here I see our beautiful for sale sign.
A change in scenery from where they were living on Long Island, Tim was no stranger to the trails.
I'm an avid snowmobiler, been snowmobiling in the Tug Hill area for close to 20 years now. Been a member of the Turin Ridge Riders Club for as long as I can remember.
He says to play the part, you have to look the part, and they had everything I needed.
This is our room where we have all our rental clothing, all our rental gears, helmet, etc. This is, for the most part, this is all high-end gear. Because we are Yamaha, we also pretty much all have all Yamaha equipment.
So you're telling me I'm going to look like a pro?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. And Tim and Nicole are kind of looking like pros in the business too, because they've been welcomed into Destination Yamaha, designating them as the only authorized Yamaha snowmobile location in the entire Northeast. But lucky for me, you don't have to be a pro to stop in.
We get everything across the board. We get everything from people who come up as a large group, family, etc., who want to go for a tour. We get the couple of young guys who just want to go out and just get a blast out for the day, and then we get guys who are up here whose their own snowmobile broke down and they don't want to go home, which I get.
Next, we picked out a sled and some folks to lead the way. All right, so you got me suited up, we've got the sleds, and now I probably need someone to show me the ropes a little bit.
Yes, since you're new and not familiar to the trails, we're gonna have Mitch, Dustin, and Sarah take you for a ride on the trails up to the Groomer Barn. They're all members of the Turin Ridge Riders, and they're gonna show you a good time.
I can't wait. The Turin Ridge Riders are a volunteer-run club that groom and ride just under 40 miles worth of trails in the snowiest part of the Northeast. All right, guys, I'm so ready to hit these trails. You ready to take me?
Yeah, let's go.
Helmet hair, don't care. All right, here we go. Do I have to mess my hair up? And it's time to get out there. Immediately, the rumble of the motor, the pure white of the immense amount of snow, and the beauty of our region soaks in. And it's easy to see why people travel from all over the world to do exactly what we were doing at this moment.
You know, we get the best snow on the East Coast, and I think the atmosphere, the trail system, the way it's set up here is, people just love it.
The natural beauty of the trails was evident, but of course, like driving along a scenic highway, someone's got to lay down a pathway. That's where the groomers come in. We stopped by their garage. All right, Mitch, well, you beat us here, and for good reason, because we really couldn't be out there without the groomers, right?
Right, absolutely.
Mitch is just one of many volunteers that keep the trails groomed. One volunteer shift is as long as a workday.
So a lot of our volunteers are usually out for about 8 to 10 hours a night.
But like anything, it's a team effort.
I love the sport. I like getting out and riding too, so knowing that I'm helping keep trails flat is amazing too. To
get the full experience, I thought I better jump behind the wheel, but had to make sure no one was in the way. When it comes to volunteering, they'll let just about anyone in the club, and I was proof. You're nuts for letting me do this, you know that, right?
I have to teach people that never driven anything more than a one.
Holy, oh my God. This is terrifying. But that was cool. That was really cool. I'll stick to what I'm good at, which, well, tends to be eating and having an occasional end-of-day beer, which, luckily for me, is a big part of snowmobile culture. The trails have several restaurants and taverns along the way. We decided to end our day at Tavern 230. Nick, I've got to tell you, I've never been happier to see you. Perfect way to end our day. I hear that a cold beer keeps you warm.
You're not wrong there. Absolutely, a lot of snowmobilers on their day here.
Places like these are the heart of the trails.
And it kind of ties all the trails together, having these places to stop and, congregate along the way and, make some experiences along the way. So we've seen a lot of snowmobilers coming through for lunch and dinner and to grab a drink at the end of the day. So
after a long day out in the cold, there's nothing like a good old burger or a one-of-a-kind beer that you can only get here.
So we have our Snow Ridge Winter Lager made by Chef's Brewing down in Auburn, New York. It's a Vienna lager that they made just for us. This is the only place you can get it. It's just a delicious beer to have at the end of the day.
That sounds delicious. So I think we better take 4 of those out by the fire.
Sounds good. Coming right up.
If you'd like to visit Tavern 230, stay or rent from the West Wind Motel, or join or support the Turn Ridge Riders, you can visit our website, informnny.com. We'll link to them there. To the Turn Ridge Riders.
Cheers. Cheers.
Good day.
I have to tell you, it's much warmer here in the studio, but after the break, we head back out some other trails.